Big win for our guys. Very happy, very proud of them. Thought we had some letdowns in the second half defensively, but playing against a 5-guard lineup, they drove the ball really well. They got to the free throw line. Not a lot of teams get to the line more than we do. For whatever reason, we couldn't get to the line tonight. But I was really proud of them. 23 assists, 12 turnovers. We had 5 blocks. We beat them on the glass. I just thought we did some really good things. So we're beat up. We need a day tomorrow for sure. So the day off's coming on a really good time for us. Hunter's played a lot of minutes the last 3 games. We're hopeful we get Keenan back on Tuesday. Things are progressing well there, and that would really help our depth. We got illness. Daniel was sick last night and all day today, so appreciate his effort. 4 points, 7 rebounds. He guarded, but he's down as well. So we need a day of rest, get some treatment as we get into this last full week of regular season play. But to be 24-6 through 4 months of play, winners of 7 and 8 or 8 and 9, whatever it is, these guys have just done phenomenal things, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Coach, you brought it up earlier, 23 assists on, I think it's 26 made baskets. A lot of sharing, everyone stepping up in the absence of Keenan. How would you describe your team's offense in the absence of Keenan these last 2 games?
Well, it's been great, and that's a great credit to the maturity of our guys. They've done a really good job of stepping up. All of them, not just Hunter, who's getting more minutes. Tyler Rollison's getting more minutes, and he did a lot of good things today, and that's what you get next man up when somebody goes down. But somebody's pivotal, if Keenan goes down, Keenan should gain a lot of momentum out of this, knowing what his teammates just did, because that's not easy. We won 2 road games where Keenan played in one of them, and then a hard-fought one here at home. So offense was good. Defense was really good in the first half. We just had some breakdowns in the second.
What Hunter's been doing lately, is this what you envisioned for him when he first transferred over?
I think he's been great since he's been here with us. I mean, yeah, obviously he got 35 minutes, so he's getting more opportunities to shoot it and those type of things. But Hunter has been really solid for us. He's been great defensively. I don't know if he had a turnover. Maybe Trevor knows, at Colorado State. Yeah. So he played this whole week with no turnovers, and playing 30-plus minutes in both games. So he's just been terrific, and that was a big reason. He was a big reason why we got 2 wins.
And Coach, it is officially March, so we get to ask this question. What does this month mean to you and your guys?
Well, I mean, we're no different. We're like everybody else, but I don't want to downplay what the first 4 months, because our guys have put in a lot of work. November, December, January, and February, they've put in a lot of work. There are very few teams, I'd say less than 15 teams, maybe less than 10 that have 24 wins. So they're in a very select group. So they have done a phenomenal job through 30 games, through 4 months, and that usually sets up March. And so I think we're set up for March. We've got 11 road wins, or 11 conference wins. We got 24 wins overall. We've only got 6 defeats. Every metric is looking good for us. We got more quad 1 wins than anybody in our league. We got more road wins than anybody in our league. We've done a lot of good things, and now we're excited we got one more last week that's going to be huge, at Boise Tuesday, home to UNLV Saturday. They got us in here last year, so we know how tough these next 2 opponents are going to be before we get to the conference tournament. But our guys have proven that that they're an outstanding basketball team, and we really are. And hopefully we get Keenan back next week and we're fully healthy, and now we're getting Keenan back. That obviously helps because Hunter has been able to get a lot of minutes. TR's been able to get a lot of minutes, and that's going to help them moving forward, and we can go a little deeper into our bench, which is going to be good.
When you look ahead to Boise State now, how would a possible return of Keenan help you guys out on both ends of the floor, especially against Boise, and what they can do?
Well, I mean, Keenan's a first-team all-league guy, so obviously if we can get him back, that's a huge bonus. Keenan is a starting point guard. Keenan's 44 and change. I mean, he's a phenomenal winner, phenomenal competitor, and he's one of our great leaders. So we're hopeful. We don't know yet, but we hope we can get him back Tuesday, and that's going to be a good shot in the arm for us.
Coach, how do you approach this last week, especially just being in the thick of the conference race?
Like we've approached every week. We'll take tomorrow off, watch everybody else play and get a lot of rest, and then we'll practice Sunday and Monday and head to Boise, and everything's the same. There's nothing that you don't change anything down. We are who we are, and I like where we're at. And again, if we get Keenan back, we're fully healthy, and Daniel gets well. Hopefully it's just a couple-day deal with Daniel. We got a chance to be fully healthy going into the last week of the season, and that's not always the case. I feel for Fresno. They're beat up and hurt like no other team in our league. So those things are never a given. So we could be very fortunate as we enter March being as healthy as we could be, and that's good.
Coach, just touch on Trey Coleman's efficiency. 6 points, 4 blocks, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. Seems like a pretty good night for Coleman.
Yeah, Trey's just been in one, and he's got a plus minus too. I saw that his plus minus was 11 or 12, I think, on the game. So I think he had the best plus minus of anybody. So he's just been. I think conference-wise, he was having a good year anyway, non-league, but league play, he's been phenomenal, and he is one of the better players in this league, and especially two-way, because he really guards. I mean, Hill gets 16, gets some of them late, but he's 5 for 14. That's Trey Coleman. Ducell gets hot, and we put him on Ducell for a while. I mean, he is a big-time defender, and our guys feed off of him, and again tonight, it wasn't a game where he might have made his 3-ball, but like you said, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks. He's really having a good conference season.
And look at the stat sheet: 23 assists. You guys are moving the ball. Kind of talk about the evolution of the offense in the absence of Blackshear.
Well, I mean, everybody keeps saying the absence of Blackshear. I mean, our offense has been that way all year. We're averaging 9 turnovers a game. We had 12 tonight, so we had 3 more than we average, and our assists have been up all year. So that is who we are. Our offense is an assist-driven offense, and then our guys have really stepped up and they're moving it. And Hunter has been really good, and now I think he and Tyler have gained a lot of momentum while Keenan's been out. And now we just got to hope that we get Keenan back to get a guy of his magnitude, his athleticism, his strength and physicality. It's one of the reasons why our free throws are down. Keenan makes sure we get to the free throw line, and it'll be a big shot in the arm if we can get him back Tuesday.
So compared to last season, you're sitting in a pretty different position. What do you believe are some of the big differences between this time last year compared to now?
Well, we're just more mature. It's a team that was last year. We said it all along. I thought the team last year had a phenomenal season, not having any experience, and that's a great credit to the young men. This year they've been through it, so they understand what this grind is about. They understand the magnitude of it, and we're in a top 5 league in the country right now, and we've gone now from our game at New Mexico, which was back in January. I think it was 3rd, 4th week in January. Being in the top 5 league in the country, we've lost 1 game, and that was by 1 point. Not a lot of teams in our league are doing that. So we're playing as well as anybody in our league down the stretch here, and doesn't mean we're going to have great success next week. That's not what I'm saying, but we put ourselves in a really good position because of our maturity. Non-league, we came up short in the MTE, lose to Kansas State. Go to the same league, beat TCU, and win the MTE in Hawaii. We won more league game or more non-league games this year. We've done a great job away from home, and like I said, the quad. What they really look at is the quad, and our quad 1 and even quad 2, but more importantly, quad 1 looks as good as anybody in our league, and this league is very, very good. So it's just the maturity, the growth of being in those experiences. Like I can't remember, we probably had a game last year where we got off to a really good start. We're up 14-15, and then all of a sudden we start missing shots and we don't guard, and we might have lost the game last year doing that. We didn't do that this year. We had that game today where all of a sudden we missed a few shots, and then we're not getting any stops. You could have missed a bunch of free throws, and now they come down, boom, boom, boom. Who knows what happens? And there's a maturity about our team this year that's really good, and we got to keep that. I told him, I said, we had a little bit of a letdown with our maturity in the second half, but you grinded it, you found a way to do it. We've got our biggest thing now is get rest, get healthy, and let's go to Boise as full strength as we can and go into this last week as full strength as we can. But again, what they've done through 30 games has been terrific. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, guys, for each of you, we'll start with you, Nick, and then go to you, Hunter. Win number 24 of the season, 24-6. Your coach is up here talking a lot of metrics and whatnot. Sounds like a pretty impressive resume going in. Still some time to go, but what do y'all think of what you've been doing so far this season, encapsulated?
I mean, so far so good. Obviously, I'm not sure the metrics. That's all like coach's job. My job is kind of just go out there and play hard. But from what he's repeated to us, it sounds like pretty good. We've had a good season, and our win-loss record shows for it. So the goal is kind of to keep that going. We had a little bit of slippage this time last year, so this year it's really important for us to continue rolling on and keep winning until the postseason.
Yeah, definitely, feel like it's been a good year, solid year, across the board. And, kind of like Nick said, it's the time of year where we really care about and want to win these games. So everything really comes down to these moments, and I think we're, focused and, primed to, take advantage of the next couple weeks.
Hunter, I'm just curious, from a player's perspective, do you ever catch yourself looking at bracketology at all throughout the season, or not at all?
A little bit, for sure. You keep tabs and kind of see where you're trending, up or down and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, we just got to go out here and play. And, we got a good team. And, no matter what the metrics or whatever say, we come to every game like we could win. So just got to keep preparing ourselves.
Speaking of playing, it's been something you've been doing a lot of recently. It seems like you're not hesitating at all to let it fly from deep, and it's showing, in the box score. How would you describe these last couple of weeks for you?
Yeah, I think I've, last couple of weeks, especially Keenan being down, just able to, have a little more opportunity and, get into offensive flow. I think it's just been good, and, just want to keep building off it.
Nick, just talk about the state of the offense. You know, Keenan's been out for a couple games. Just how, you know, the backcourt's been stepping up and how the ball has been moving. You guys had 23 assists tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Keenan's obviously a key part of our offense, but we've had, guys step up and provide us with great minutes, both in Colorado State and this game. And, they've done a phenomenal job. We're winning games that we should win, and by the amount that we should. So I wouldn't say there's any slippage at all, but obviously we'd love for Keenan to get back and healthy. But as of right now, our guys are stepping up and doing well.
Hunter, how's the backcourt been stepping up in Keenan's absence?
Yeah, obviously, Keenan's a great player and a key for us, and looking forward to having him back. But I think we got a deep roster. We got guards and wings that could make plays. So kind of with him down is everybody steps up, and we could do it by committee and just play good team basketball and get these wins.
At this point last year, you guys were heading down the stretch. Obviously, last 3-4 games. How do you guys avoid that slip up with the just 2 games remaining until the Mountain West tournament?
I think a lot of that has to do with maturity. Last year we were a younger group, I would say, but a lot of us, that was our first time playing postseason. So this time around, going into it, we saw we were trending 2 going to the bracket. We had a little bit of slippage, and we almost missed it. We almost shot ourselves in the foot. So a lot of us returners know what that's like to be on Selection Sunday, not knowing whether we're going to be in the tournament or not. So avoiding that at all costs is a goal, but more importantly, finishing the season strong and providing the fans and ourselves with wins that we deserve.
Yeah, definitely. In the last season, that experience is just motivating for us to take advantage of these moments, these last couple games. We're not overlooking anybody, and definitely, feel like we can win these games. So, for us, it's just being prepared, being ready, and coming out playing our game and not playing, to our competition or not to the best of our abilities.
Nick, it seemed like you and KJ were really mixing it up down below the rim tonight. You guys rebounded the Bulldogs. Just talk about that evolution and that maturity that comes with kind of developing as a physical presence.
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of going out every night, playing as hard as you can, and the ball will find you whether, as long as you're going hard. Also, it helped that their 2 7-footers were out, so they had a 6'7" center that also helped a lot with the rebounding aspect. But, yeah, I would say that helped.
Just got to have one more question. Yeah, just a fun one. You guys debuted the new white jerseys tonight. Where's this rank among the jerseys throughout the season? You guys like those the most, or you guys are fans of the silver ones? Or
I'm a fan of all of them, but the silver ones specifically, these ones are cool too, though.
Yeah, I really like those. I didn't really see the design until today. That's up there. I'll probably go with the black. I think the blacks are my favorite.
Yeah, the blacks are tough too. I forgot about those.
Yeah, but that's up there. Give us some time to grow on me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.